lesson, it's about acids and bases. And we'll have this lesson, the acids and bases will start in the caps from the grade 11s, and it goes through to grade 12. I'll request the teachers to give you the vinegar and also the lemon juice to taste, because these are examples also of our acids. And the next thing that I would like is for the learners to come up and give the educator their description of the taste. What did it feel like when they were tasting the vinegar, and how did it feel when they were tasting the lemon juice? What we'll notice is that the two are having a sour taste. That's one of the properties of the acids that we are having. Acids are tasting sour. And what we mean about the sour taste, it is just a sharp, unpleasant taste that the acids are having. It is not sweet. And another property of the acids is that it can conduct electricity in aqueous solutions. Electricity is a form of energy resulting from existence of charged particles. And also the definition of an aqueous, aqueous is related to or made from or with water. Now, when we talk about aqueous, we are simply saying that there will be water inside that solution that will be used. And what is a solution? A solution is a homogeneous mixture of compounds which is composed of two or more substances. And those will make then a aqueous solution. Now we heard about the properties of an acid. Let's look at the properties of the base. A base is bitter in taste. And again, another property is that the base, when you touch it, it feels soapy and slippery. What do you mean by bitter? Bitter meaning it's having a harsh, disagreeable taste. Bitter also is an angry, unpleasant taste. And when we say something is slippery, we mean that it is slipping or it slides as ice when you are holding it. Soapy is also represent or resembles the soap that you can be using at home, whether it is the liquid soap or the stone one. But if you touch it, it is slippery. Those properties will help you understand the two, and the acid and the base. Now you have to taste them. Things that there are acids that you are not. Only acids that are said we can taste. In this case, it shouldn't be the harsh acids, because acids are dangerous. And the only time that you'll taste something, it's only when your educator or your teacher allows you to taste. If you're not given by an adult, then you shouldn't be tasting those. An acid is a proton donor. And the proton is represented by an H+. When we say a proton, we have this H+, it's an ion, which is in the acid. That is the ion that will be donated by the acid. And when the acid is donating the atom, a base is going to accept the proton. Now, an acid is a proton donor, then the base is a proton acceptor. In all cases, when one donates, is giving, then another one will have to be accepting. Proton is a substance or a particle with a positive electric charge. And a donor is one, as I've said, is one that contributes something. Is called a donor. Then the other one that was accepting, which is a base, is called an acceptor. Then we'll have now to distinguish in these terms between a strong acid and a weak acid. A strong acid is an acid when it is put inside water. It will ionize completely. If you look at the term ionize, it starts with ION, which is an ion. Therefore, it will form ions inside the water. The water will have a lot of ions. That's why when we're saying also it can conduct electricity, is because you are having those ions inside this solution which will be moving around. Then these are the ions which will be donated to the base. And now if it is strong, all the ions inside this solution, they will be distributed around the solution. But if it is a weak acid, not all the ions are going to be formed inside the solution. And when we talk of a base, the base dissociates. Also, the term dissociates, it means the same as ionizes. It also, a strong one, dissociates completely in water. And when it dissociates in water, it forms a high concentration of the OH minus ions. An acid, it forms the H plus. A base, it forms the OH minus ions. Now, if there are these symbols which you have two or one letter with a positive or a negative sign on top, that makes it to be called an ion. Now, if an ion is positive, it is a proton. That's why we say an acid is a proton donor. When this proton is donated, then the base is going to accept that proton. And then a weak base, it dissociates or it ionizes incompletely. Then it won't all of it that is put inside a solution, it won't all of it form these ions. Girls and boys, this is the basics when we talk about acids and bases that we need to know. And in all the grades, this is what you'll need to have before you even start with your grade 12s. Know that acids and bases, an acid is a proton donor, which is donating an H plus ion, and the base is a proton acceptor, taking what the acid has donated. I hope you enjoyed the lesson.